Hello. Oh, geez. I just realized the camera has moved from where I had it before. Anyway, too much messy ceiling, I guess. Hello. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Um, Hopefully, we can get some stuff done today, productivity and writing wise. I think maybe more on the productivity side today. We'll see. Hopefully, we also won't have any weird computer shutdowns. Family is now leaving the state, so I shouldn't have family coming over early, that kind of stuff. So hopefully things are okay. I have put up the picture poll for today, and it is, which season does your character prefer, spring or summer? And so I have a picture of some springtime flowers versus the beach. Here it is. All the clicky things. So there is our picture poll for today. That is there. So Becca is here and says, hello, welcome. Just spring only because it's way too hot right now. Yes, that I understand. It's hard sometimes it's hard to pick the season that you are currently in. But yeah, both of them are good options, but yeah. You pulled the butterfly today. You are changing. Emerge into your new state of being and honor your transformation. It's a nice card. I like that one. I like that. I love your necklace. Thank you. It's actually reversible, so it's hard to tell. But so this side has essentially like cubic zirconiums in that's what the dots are, and this side they are raised just same metal, silver-esque stuff. I don't think it's actual silver, but it's one of my reversible / interchangeable. And this is actually one of the tiered necklaces. When I was teaching, they had a I guess it's kind of like a Tupperware sales thing, or like, essential oils of like, they train somebody who then goes around and sells the product. And then like, if you want to be trained to kind of do the same thing, they can offer that kind of thing. And then like kind of an MLM in terms of like proceeds go up the ladder or whatever. But anyway, so one of the moms at the school that I was teaching at was doing this jewelry sale thing. And she was going to donate 20% of the proceeds to the special ed department. And so literally every teacher went up and they set it up in the principal's conference room so that during the school day, when you had your break for planning, we could go up and look. And I bought a bunch of stuff, but there's this, and then there's 2 longer tiers that I can attach or detach. And then I have a couple of other detachable tiered things. Sometimes the one I wear that's sort of like coppery or rose gold and blue. That's also one of the tiered necklaces that I bought from the same sale. And then I have one that looks kind of like rose gold Christmas lights. They're like little nodule things, but lots of them on a chain. And I bought that there as well. So I spent some money, and some of it went to a good cause, and some of it is just really cool looking jewelry. So there's that. Yeah. So that's you have a captive audience who can, like, yes, anything interesting to do on your planning break, to get you out of sort of your routine. So, in case you know somebody who has connections to that kind of business, schools are a good place to hit up. And, if you promise some of your proceeds to one of their causes, it's a good bet, because then people feel better about spending money. Anyway, but yeah. So, but you also better time it according to payday as well. So that's the other thing, is you have to be careful about when you. So, but yeah, schools are a good target / market for that kind of thing. But yeah, so Cool Gamer says, hey, hello, welcome. Yes, exactly. It was kind of fun to find the reversibleness of it. So Keiko says, hi, hello, welcome. Hope everyone is doing well. You had a shitty week. Oh no, I'm sorry. It sucks when you have a bad week. Because then you're just kind of like, I hope it doesn't bleed over into next week, but then you're still thinking about it. And so yeah, hard weeks suck for sure. You got a sloth with a unicorn horn in the Therapets deck. He says it's your weirdness that makes you wonderful. I love that. That's fun. Shopping on your break. Yeah, I mean, that's literally what we did. We just went up and we perused and we shopped, and it was great. It will bleed into next week because you still have to run after teachers. Oh no. Oh, I'm sorry. Hopefully whatever it is going to pass by early in the week. So like maybe you won't have to. You still have to run after teachers for appointments, and you need to make an appointment with the government agency where everything is booked, but you only have a narrowed time window. Oh no. What about the person you emailed before, who you were able to get a response from? I don't know if it's the same like situation, department, or like if that's going to be able to like maybe get your foot in the door, because the thing you need to do and a lot of other stuff because of your bachelor's thesis. Gotcha. It still sort of weirds me out in terms of like, you have a thesis for your bachelor's, which just sounds wrong to me, because thesis is usually like master's or doctoral over here. Or maybe it depends on the department. But yeah, no, we never really had to do a thesis for undergrad. Some of the business people had to write business proposals, which I suppose could count as kind of like a thesis. But they were more of just like term papers. So not like an additional sort of like Hail Mary, incorporate everything that you've learned for your degree into this. That comes at like the master's and the doctoral level, for sure, rather than just at the bachelor's level. You got all the stamps you needed for that. Okay, good. You just need more direction, specifically from the teacher responsible for the module, than just a report of 3,000 words. Report on what? So like what you learned about specifically that module, like your key takeaways from it. Yeah, you call it a bachelor's thesis because you don't know what else to call it. You also still have to write term. Oh my gosh, that sucks. Oh no. You're like, oh sorry, wait, I'll explain. Okay, so speaking of unicorn horns, Kara, you brought in a good segue for me. So I talked to Bestie earlier this week about crocheting and yarn, and she and I had gone to the farmer's market before together and didn't see any crochet people. And then I went to the farmer's market again just last weekend. Was that just this last weekend? When did I go? I think it was this past weekend. Not this weekend that we're currently in, but the weekend before, right? Yes. So I went on the 27th. Yeah. Anyway, so they were only two like partial stalls, and they were not the kinds of thing that I've been seeing online in terms of like market days. for crochet businesses. So anyway, so I was talking with her, and she was asking whether or not I was mainly sticking with sort of like amigurumis and like 3D things. And so I was talking to her about it, and she was asking me yarn and everything. Y'all, she sent me a packet of yarn, like a giant packet of colorful yarn. And then she sent me a yarn book, a pattern book for amigurumi. So I'm like, wow, bestie. So I can make griffins and phoenixes and unicorns. And there's like a couple of different unicorns and things. And there's a gargoyle in here. So if any of y'all ever like watched the Gargoyles show, so like there's a jackalope, which I have to make because of my mother. But anyway, and there's like a alicorn and a pegasus and like a cockatrice. And I'm just bestie. There's a wyvern. There's a Wolpertinger, which I'm not sure what a Wolpertinger is, so I'm gonna have to like figure that out. And then there's more. So there's different variations. There's a kraken and like an owl gargoyle thingy, which yeah. And then there's like a Quetzalcoatl feathered serpent type dragon and bestie. My bestie, she's amazing. But like some of these would look cool, even you don't have to do necessarily the entire pattern, but just like how cool does that look? Then you add additional colors, like all the things. Like look at this gargoyle. Look how cute. Look how cute. Ugh. I'm just like, I want to make all of them. But also, I'm just like, I may need more practice than I think. It's freaking adorables. How freaking cute. Look, the cockatrice. I'm just like, oh my God, I can't. They're so cute. I'm going to have to make all of them. And I don't know if my skill level is up to that yet or not. Look, there's the alicorn. And I'm just like, oh Lord, what have I gotten myself into? So Crochet Creatures of Myth and Legend. Megan Lapp is the just like, oh my God. And so like I can make a unicorn that supposedly stands on its own. I'm gonna have to figure out how to make the legs a little bit more stable, probably. Or and just like look at the mane. Just even learning how to do the mane and the tail will be cool. But I'm just like, now I have to make them all. I just now I have to make them all. And yeah. But like look, here's look. This one, this is the phoenix's tail. I'm just like it's gonna be so cool. But I'm gonna need to learn. I'm hoping that there's a couple of video tutorials too, that maybe I can find. But I'm just like, here's the phoenix all done. I'm just like, these are so cool. I don't think the yarn is necessarily like the things being used in see, look at, okay, so they're calling this an owl griffin, but like, does it not kind of look like an owl bear? So I don't know. I'm gonna have a whole lot of fun with this, for sure. But so fun shall be had, probably frustration as well, but fun. And then here's I hope I haven't gone past it. No, okay. Yeah. It's like they've got the step-by-step how to do the wings for the dragon, which is good because I'm going to need a very simple step-by-step of how to do. But there's a lot of pages for each one, which means it's complicated for sure. But there's the dragon on the cover in terms of like, it's going to be so cool. So again, Crochet Creatures of Myth and Legend from Megan Lapp. She's what we're diving into next after I finish the roses that I still have partially done. I made a second rose. Again, just the petals. I've not done the green part. Same yarn, just second rose. So the gargoyle, the griffin, elevator question mark, the dragons. Yes, exactly. You're like, stop, I was supposed to write a sad scene today. Now you're distracted, right? I'm gonna have to get a whole lot better. That's what I was telling her. I was like, I'm learning to do these the flowers from Hook OK because they've got all the free flower patterns, and I'm like, I just keep going through until I find one that has like one additional special type of stitch that I have to learn, and I learned that as I go along. And I'm like, okay, maybe if I do it this way, then by the time I get to some more of the complicated ones, I will have used all the special stitches, so I'll know what they're talking about in the patterns. And then she sends me this, so I'm gonna have to learn how to do, I think, quite a bit of special stitches for those. So pretty, so cute. Yes, I'm so excited about them. You're getting back into Kilkeo Peak, so you're obsessed with dragons again. Always obsessed with the dragons. Yes. So, which if you couldn't tell by the two dragons that I have over here and the dragon hair stick that I've got. And I don't know if I've shown y'all the other. Hang on, be right there. Ooh, it's dusty. So I've got this that I drew in, I want to say maybe 10th or 11th grade, something like that. But yeah, so it's colored pencils, Prismacolors. She's cool. I'm not going to knock into it all the time. So that one was from Mercedes Lackey's Joust, the dragons that are on the cover of that book, the hardcover version. Mercedes Lackey Joust cover artist. Is it Jody Lee? Maybe. Maybe it was the second one, Alta. I don't know. Anyway, but the artist from that quadrilogy, I was always really excited to see the dragons in. I think that's actually how I discovered Mercedes Lackey, was the book Joust that had the dragon front and center on the cover. When Joust came out, I happened to be in the bookstore with some birthday or Christmas money, and saw the dragon and was like, must have. Don't care what the book's about, must have. And then I loved the book, and so that was how I discovered Mercedes Lackey. But yeah, so that's, yeah. So I'm a shallow person. If the cover is cool, I will look at it and hopefully enjoy the book. So, I mean, also the blurbs get me a lot, but yeah, wish you could draw like that. It was definitely from reference for sure. I have a hard time drawing just out of my imagination. Usually I have to have something to reference. So there is that. I am not of the artistic inclination that can draw from my head. So there is that. For whatever that is worth. All right, so now that I have gotten us excited about crochet and dragons, today I have pulled the moth today. The moth spirit. Surrender now is the message. It's number 39. Let's see. So if you don't like insects, insect on the screen in 3, 2, 1. The moth. Surrender now. I think this is a type of Luna moth, but I don't know which one. The moth asks, what is guiding you right now? Are you in alignment with the spirit, or are you pursuing something or someone with so much tenacity that it has become a compulsion or an addiction? Are you so intoxicated by the potential or the opportunity that you cannot think straight? Hard work and dedication are virtues, and love, of course, is a beautiful thing. However, when the moth appears, it is time to consider if you have gone over the edge in a relentless pursuit. Workaholism, eating, overeating specifically, perfectionism, or addiction to certainty, or even to a person may be your current vice. The form of your addiction does not matter so much as awareness of the consequences of remaining persistent when moderation is called for. Let go of your excessive energy by channeling it in more than one direction. The fire burns hot, and you do not want to be engulfed by your passion to the exclusion of all other things around you. Now is a time for surrender and radical acceptance so that your drive does not cause you to flee or to fight. The spirit wants you to release your need for certainty and control so that you can relax into a more balanced way of using your moth energy. Banish the shoulds and musts so that you can enjoy what is as you allow for what might be. So there is the moth. Moth is no longer on the screen. So it's that intoxicated by the potential that you don't see the reality. Obsession. Maybe check in with yourself. Maybe make sure that you aren't being a perfectionist, which is very, very easy for us to do, right? Keiko is back. Your laptop just crashed. Oh no! Everything froze and there was a buzzing sound and you had to force it shut. Yeah, I've had to do that relatively recently. Wow, the card called you out. You love it. Yes. Sometimes it's exactly what we need to hear. Sometimes we don't necessarily want to hear it, but there it is. All right, y'all. So my plan is I need to do a little bit of work in the bullet journal. I at least need to pencil in next week because I was waiting on the stationery stuff to get here, and then I have not either filmed a video or a live for the stationery haul. So I was waiting to do that until I had the stuff to do an August spread, but apparently we're going to have to do it anyway. So we're going to at least pencil in next week. So, yeah. All right. So that's probably going to be the first sprint is penciling in next week, or at least making a making a makeshift 2-page spread for next week so that I can continue to make notes and write things for next week rather than have to worry about decorating. And then I've got some revision that I want to get done and some brainstorming I want to get done. And then if I get done with all of that, I'm going to have to do the Artist's Way reflection. I did not do well this week in terms of like morning pages at all. I think I got about half of the days of the week. So yeah, I have to figure out whether or not I want to try and do a redo for this week and just like do week 2 over again next week, or if I want to move ahead. So got to figure out that. But again, like the moth warms against perfectionism, so maybe I should just like move ahead to week 3. Maybe. Or is that just me being lazy? Anyway, Francis says, hello, you lovely people. Hello, welcome. Again, don't forget to vote in the picture poll for today, which is which season does your main character prefer? Spring or summer? Soon it will be time for spooky timers. Very soon. All right, we're going to start with the 25-minute beach timer. Pega says, hi, Francis. All right. 1, save your document if you've already been working. If not, now is a fantastic time to go ahead and open up whatever it is that you think you are going to be working on today. I'm going to go ahead and open up my revision document. That's the one we're bringing up first. 2 is make sure that you have something to hydrate with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so we are back. How'd we do? I got maybe 250 words after I penciled in just like a very bare calendar for August, and then made a short to-do list and pencil of things I need to do tomorrow so I don't forget them, because Mondays are kind of like Mondays I feel like sometimes are my most productive days in terms of like doing all the things. But also my mom has an appointment tomorrow morning, so I need to make sure that like that gets taken care of, things like that. Also, I need to do this stationery haul, and so I'm thinking Tuesday is going to be the day to do that in terms of yeah. Anyway, even though I didn't necessarily want to wait till that long, but we'll figure it out. So there's that. So Francis came in. I can't remember if I said hello. I think I did, but hello again. Mama Maggie is here. Hello, lovelies. Hello, welcome. I hope that the Denver area fires have not impacted you. I know you're more on like the plains side of things, but sometimes the air quality and the wind and all of that. So hopefully everything is fine. Hopefully everything is good. Brenda says hello. Hello. What tips can you share with us about when you cannot brainstorm or outline a story? I have two tricks, which I mentioned in the chat, but my favorite one is sort of like asking what if questions, returning to your childhood, like annoying toddler years. Like, but why? What if? But I term it as sort of like active daydreaming in a way. But it's essentially just asking what if questions, just one idea leading to another. So I typed in the chat of like, what if your main character ran away from home? I mean, you would have to have a reason of why they would be running away from home. But anyway, what if they ran away from home? What if in the process of running away from home, they needed to take shelter at night from a storm, whatever, and they have found what they think is an abandoned farmhouse? What happens if the farmhouse isn't exactly as abandoned as it looks? So like, what is it that's in the abandoned farmhouse that is not really abandoned? Is it friend? Is it foe? Is it like critter that will become new friend? You know, who knows what it is? But yeah, so that's kind of like you just ask yourself what if questions. So like, what if the farmhouse isn't abandoned? What if there's a, I don't know, extremely rare endangered species there? And what if in the process of taking shelter, she touches the young critter, and then the mama critter doesn't want it back, and so then she has to save the baby critter. Well, who's going to help her save the baby? He or she save the baby critter, because they don't know necessarily what to do for that little critter. Like, oh, or what if it's a, you know, if you lean towards murder mysteries, what if there's a dead body and somebody intends to come back for the dead body? You know, type of just what ifs. The other one is pulling a tarot card and just kind of seeing what inspires from the tarot card, or oracle card, or just whatever. You could always roll some dice. So, you know, fun things like that. But just returning to the what if, and just like sometimes maybe your first answer for what if doesn't like fit the way you want. So like, you know, if endangered animals isn't your thing, or you can't see your character really interacting with endangered animals, like your character is much more likely to go like, ooh, dinner. Maybe that's not the way you want to go. So, you know, so go the horror route. Or, you know, if you're doing like a magical realism, what if there's a fairy ring in the abandoned farmhouse, because it's now the transportation spot for the local fairy who want to go to town and buy some human stuff. I don't know. What it's just kind of like you follow the what ifs until you find something that's interesting or intriguing. So you're going to try the first one. You hope it clears. It helps with your brain fog. I hope so too. But that's one of my favorite ways to do it. Is just like be the person who asks all the what ifs. Be the person who just asks yourself a bajillion questions. Also, Mama Maggie has a really good character interview and world building document that you may want to take a look at. And so Mama Maggie has shared 30 world building questions and 30 questions to ask your characters for a character interview. Let's see. Becca worked on editing your London vlog. I can't wait to see it. It's going to be so fun. Living vicariously through you. Raquel is working on edits. Got through about a chapter. Nice. Excellent. Maggie has finished cleaning the house. Also very important. You are getting smoke from the fires, but it isn't so bad today. Okay, good. Good. I'm glad. That does sound interesting for the what ifs. You'll try it. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Yes, dinner. Because there are some characters. There are some characters who are much more likely to look at an animal and think, dinner, than anything else. Which is how you get all of the isekai stories that are cooking based. What's the manga where it now has a spin-off manga that's adorable? But anyway, so there's some random dude that gets isekai'd to a parallel world, and he has the cheat that he can buy things from the store or whatever. I don't even remember what it is, but anyway, he starts cooking and he's a good cook, and so the Fenrir comes along and is like, feed me, human. And then essentially makes a contract so that the guy is then obligated to feed him 3 meals plus snacks a day. And so you get the blend of isekai adventurer plus food. And it's so cute. And then they have a spinoff that is from the slime companion, Sui. It's adorable as well because it's just Sui's adventures, going off and shooting goblins with a water jet and then playing with the kids in the town when they go and it's so cute. So cute. So yeah, there's that. But essentially dinner for just about everything. So all the orcs become pork. The cockatrice becomes chicken dinner. And so you can make some yakitori or just skewered chicken. It's just fun. Cinderella Chef is fun as well. Yes. The K-drama is not as good as the anime. That's sad. Because usually K-dramas are really good sometimes. So, yeah. But anyway. So there's that. Watching Delicious Dungeon about eating D&D. Yes. So there's that as well. I think I had a couple of this. I found the first 3 or 4 on discount somewhere, and I put that in my classroom library at some point. And then some of the kids argued over who would get it next. But yeah, so that's a good one. And then there's another. It's less adventuring, but it's more people and food centered. Is Izakaya Nobu, which is also a good one. You have an idea for a story, but it's about a future man who goes to the past, and you don't know nothing about science fiction. It's okay. It can be however hard or soft science as you need it to be. And the easy thing about, some of the easy thing about future people going to the past is you don't necessarily have to write all the fancy tech, because then you're stuck in whatever time period, and you can just have the character do whatever technological advancements that they and you are familiar with, which is easier. Then creating a plausible new tech. So, Mom Maggie says, does he have his technology? Does it still work, or is he stuck with ancient tech? Yeah, this is where you can play with the what ifs of like, what if he does, or what if he doesn't have his technology? Like, what if his technology breaks in the time warp or whatever it is he's using? That kind of fun stuff. So, we need a 30-minute timer to do our second sprint. Sprinty sprint. Okay, so Brenda says, what if he has a future tech that was made for him specifically to go to the past? Okay, so what if it's a one-time use only? So he knows he cannot get back. Or what if it's supposed to be a multi-use and it breaks? All the what ifs. That's the fun part about the what if play, the what if brain exploration. It's fun. So, okay, let's go ahead and do the second sprint. Second sprint, as always, is the self-promo sprint. If you have something you want to promote, please take the time to do so during the second sprint. So if you have a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, Etsy store, Amazon author page, website, blog, social media handles, etc., anything that is writing adjacent, let us know where to find you and your work, especially if you have books out, books coming out soon, books out recently, or books on sale. Let us know where to find your work. All right, so 1, save your document. Keiko's like, I just got epiphany for more drama. Excellent. Good. More drama is always good, especially in fanfics. So 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for the posture check. Mom Maggie's like, oh, the drama. And 4 is make sure if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, I managed to get 662 that time. I felt pretty distracted that time though. So mixed bag. But I managed to get a decent number of words revised. So yeah. So there's that. Don't forget to save. And don't forget, that was the second sprint. So make sure if you have something to promote that is writing adjacent to you, please do so during this chat break so we can read it. Also, the picture poll for today is whether or not your main character prefers winter. If your main character prefers spring or summer. There we go. Trying to remember which ones I had for today. Yeah, does your main character prefer spring or summer? So, let's see. We had a couple people pop in. Let's see. Stacy said, I have company over, but so just dropping in to hit the like button and vote in the poll. Thank you very much. Coffee Crate Connect, hello, hello. Told yourself you were going to take a day off from working on this document, but you're really eager to work out the last of the kinks. So here you are. How's it going for everybody today? So far, relatively good. My brain does feel like it's easily distractible today, but that's any day anymore. So, this is talking about your coach. Yeah, the coach back in the 80s that would yell hydrate or dihydrate and who passed away from a dehydration-induced heart attack. So yes, hydrate. Please hydrate, especially in the summer. Mom Maggie has a book coming out this month, so make sure you check out the Spartan Chimera. It's going to be out August 18th, and here's the link to that. Pasca Di Nicola says doing self-care this sprint. Love that. Self-care is very important, and we don't always do enough of it. That is for sure. Ellie is here. Hello, hello. Welcome. You're good. Your partner's friends are over for some games. Hello, friends. So you're here to do some planning or film watching sprints. Gotcha. You're trying to remove generic descriptions. AutoCrit has you working hard, but you're so close to wrapping up. So I asked what generic descriptions means. Like, does it mean just like brown hair, a warm atmosphere, scenic landscape? Like what counts as like generic description? Jen Writes Romance is here. Hello, welcome. And says, hey Janie, stream hoppers unite. Yes, yes, yes. Elizabeth says hi. Hello, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well. Jen is good. You're getting caught up on school since you seem to have forgotten that you were a student the last couple of weeks. I'm hoping that it's easy to catch up. I'm hoping the deadlines were generous enough that you didn't actually like impact things. So Elizabeth says you're getting your planning together for the week so that you can ease into the week for once. Nice. Keiko is going to hop off. You're super tired. Have fun. Yes, it's evening for you for sure. Okay, so generic description, things like nice, good, big, wide. Okay. Meh. It would not be possible for you to remove them all, but you're going through and seeing where you can cut down on them. It shows the average number of these words in general fiction is 459. You're at 548. Okay. So, well, I mean, I'm glad that they give you sort of like a ballpark to kind of like stick around. But there are instances where those kind of words are appropriate. So, yeah. I'm glad they aren't like telling you that you should be getting rid of all of them. Juliet, hello, welcome. You're doing edits, so no word counts today, but you made it through a few pages. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, I struggled with whether or not to do word counts when I'm doing revisions, and I just count like how many words I have revised. Like this chunk of words, this has now been revised, so that's how many words I get. It's probably cheating a little bit, but you know what? It's okay. That's how I'm doing it. You're trying to go slow and be grateful for the progress. Definitely been a long learning journey, but next time it will be easier. Yes. Jen says, I'm good. To Mom Maggie, I think I'm coming out of my funk and ready to be responsible again. Thanks for asking. Such a deep, sweet person. We'd like to take care of each other. That's the thing. You think you just got burned out? Big shock with the school and 2 jobs all at once. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a lot at once for anybody. Why are young cats so annoying? I don't know. It's because they don't know how to be. They don't know how to live. They don't know like what the limits are yet. They test all young things, I think. Not just cats, but in general, all young creatures test the limits to see what they can get away with. You know, that kind of stuff. So you really, really want to read your book, Jenny. Jenny's excited. Yes. Girl, you do too much, right? Yeah. 2 jobs and school and just, living is a lot. It's a lot. Your husband told you you said goodbye to me the other night on your stream, Maggie. He probably doesn't get the online community thing perfectly, but that made you feel all warm and fuzzy. Oh, good. Yes. All right. Also, make sure that you are following your fellow sprinters. Subscribe to their channels. A lot of the channels in the chat have either their own channels that they are active on, or you will see them in the chats in other sprints and streams. Some of us have websites. Some of us have books on Amazon. Mom Maggie, hint, hint. Becca has a really cool website. Rachel D. Adams is usually here and has a really cool website as well. But just like really fun stuff. So yeah, make sure you are checking out everybody's channels. All right, let's go ahead and move to third sprint. We are also going to do another 30-minute sprint. If I can find my babbling brook, that's the one we'll do. Y'all, I'm so excited. I can't wait for the kitty one and the dogs. Should we just go ahead and break out the ghosty dog? Should we go ahead and break out the ghosty dog? Say, sort of like clicker hovering over it. Why not? Why not? Let's go ahead and break out the spooky dog. I asked the question knowing there would be a couple of you willing. Right? Yes. Okay. So this one is silent, but the dog's tail does wag the entire time. So there's that. All right. Let's go ahead and do this third sprint. So 1, save your document. 2, make sure that you have something to hydrate with. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine or roll your shoulders back for that posture check. Make sure you're not slouching too much. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go, 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Boo. That was the end of the third sprint. Hopefully that was a good sprint. It was a good sprint for me. I hit 1,000 just barely, but it's there, which is great, which means I can move another one of my yellow stickies. Fantastic. Okay. How we doing? Your hubby got the Halloween stuff. Okay. Hubby got Halloween stuff into Home Depot and they are putting it out already. So yay, spooky season. Yes, I've seen several stores already putting out. Like Walmart had already swapped out their flowers, like their fake flowers, into like fall and seasonal stuff. And they had like the little foam pumpkins, the little mini ones, with sort of like the autumnal colors. So that's fun. Hello, Halloween. I'm so ready, right? Kara says, before my own health went completely down the toilet, you worked 40 to 60 hours a week, usually closer to 60 as a home health nurse. You were really sick at the point when you ended up having to leave that job. Yeah. Yeah. That's a lot of work, 40 to 60 hours, closer to 60 every week. That doesn't leave you a whole lot of time to recharge. And any kind of nursing job typically comes with both a physical and mental toll, which is really, it's like a heavy toll. Mom Maggie says, I hope you are recovering. Jen says, I was a caretaker for just over a month a few years ago and it sucked the life out of you. Yeah. Yeah. There's sort of like, you have to, I don't know, it's nursing and medical stuff and teaching stuff. Like they, like specifically for different groups of people. Like there are people that are built to be those kind of people. And then there are the rest of us. So like middle school teachers, there is a specific, very small group of people that are like built to be middle school teachers. And I am sure that there is a group of people that are built to be caretakers and home nurses and stuff. And that it's just, if you are not one of those people, it will absolutely destroy you. So, yeah. Joanne's Fabric was selling Halloween stuff on the 4th of July. Yeah, I believe it. I was like, let me enjoy the summer. Yeah. Yeah. Jen says, I love working with people on the level that I do. You start and end their day and you try to make it the best you can, but you can never be a caretaker. I mean, it's hard, for sure. For sure. Yeah. It's difficult. It is worth doing. But there is a cost. So whether or not you have the time, energy, the resources to pay that cost is something that you have to figure out for yourself sometimes if you are stuck in that in like where you have no choice but to be the caretaker sometimes. So even at your level gets really hard sometimes. Yeah. Yep. It gets difficult. All right. It is 4:20. So we have time for another timer. Yay. Let's see. Let's do let's do the bat. And we can scroll the bat down to about a 30. Let's see. There we go. Mom Maggie is heading out. Be blessed and happy productivity. Same to you, Mom Maggie. Hope you have a good evening. Although I think it's only like 1 o'clock your time, so afternoon and evening. All right, let's go ahead and do another sprint. Are we on the 4th or the 5th sprint? I don't know. I'm not sure. We're on a sprint. But anyway, so 1, save your document. 2, take a sip. Cheers. 3, straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for the posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break, take a break. Here we go. 30 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, it has started to rain. I don't think you can hear me because it's not raining. Hear it because it's not raining very hard, but it is at least doing. Okay, so I got another 1,000. Okay. Excellent. How we doing? Was that a good sprint session today? Hopefully so. Hopefully we have enjoyed being productive, doing revising, doing editing, planning for next week, planning for this month, whatever it is that we've been doing. Hopefully it has been a good one. Mama Maggie headed out. And everybody saying bye to Mama Maggie. Coffee Crate Connect had to go. Thanks for hosting. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah, so I managed to get I got about 3,000 words today. So that brings my monthly total so far up to 7,000, which is good. Good. Hopefully, we'll just kind of keep on keeping on. Still moving the yellow stickies by the 5,000 word mark. So maybe tomorrow I will get to move a next one, but we'll see. We shall see. Nicely done. Thank you. You finished your film, The Imaginary. Hopefully it was a good film. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You did some writing in the morning, and you have almost 1,000 words for the day. Excellent. Good. Any word is good word. Any grammar is maybe not good grammar. But it just works. So, all right, y'all. I think that is going to be it for me today. I'm going to go off and contemplate which of those little crochet critters that I'm going to start first. Maybe the gargoyle. Maybe we'll see how complicated it is. And then, yeah. So I may or may not start a critter tonight. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Well, anyway, thank you for joining me. Don't forget to save. I will hopefully see y'all tomorrow. If I don't, I will see y'all in the chats. And Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 1 to 3-ish. And Sundays, 2 to 5-ish, I am here. So don't forget to save. Don't forget to sip and stretch and take breaks when you need them. And I will see y'all soon. Bye.